Hello, it's day 83. Oh, that looks bad. It's day 83. This is Lis Carpenter, and day 83 of my 15K Formula 90-day challenge. And I have a new swivel chair, so I'm happy. My swivel chair is wearing a Snuggie, and I'm happy. Okay, so this is kind of funny. I didn't really have notes to share until this morning. So this is day 83, but it's really day 84, but you know, it's day 83. Yes, day 83. So, what do we have? What is actually good enough to share on a video? Okay, yeah. I finally condensed my morning rush thing, and that was as a result of listening to David Wood talking about what Maxwell. Perfect. I'm just gonna trim the bushes right now. Yes. So, Maxwell. David said John Maxwell does three things. He thinks for an hour, he writes for an hour, he reads for an hour, and then I looked up the last one, which is he files it, which I don't know what that means. So I'm doing those three things, which is cool, because I always imagined myself being an author, you know. But so this morning, I started writing my third book, because I've started writing other ones, not finished. But, oh wait, something cool I want to show you. I might have mentioned it before, maybe. This is on my mirror. You may have seen this before. These are three traits or three qualities that I felt like I needed: honest, positive, and consistent. But this is Don't Break the Chain chart, which this thing was like designed by Jerry Seinfeld, so I'm told. And basically, when you're forming a new habit, you just kind of track it, and every day you do the new habit, you like X off the square. So this has 365 days. And I was sharing this with like one of my coaching clients, and she was like, I think I'm just going to go for the 6-week thing, which that makes sense, but I mean, this 365-day chart was already made, and I added one thing that wasn't there, which people like me need, and other people too. Like every 30 days I have it like highlighted, where I give myself a little reward. And I am like a taskmaster, so you might want to give yourself a reward at the end of every week. Me, it's end of every month. And not even like huge rewards. Like the first one is a pedicure. I haven't gone for pedicure for a really long time, and I love them. I love being in the spa period for any purpose whatsoever. Getting my nails done. I do get my hair done, although it seems like I don't. I do that occasionally, mostly for special events and stuff. But I love being at the spa. So I'm using that as a treat, and I have incremental ones filled out. So the thing is, you can break the chain like every month. So if I break the chain, which I'm not planning on it, by the way, I have to start over for the first reward. And I couldn't think of rewards like like further down. Like I have shopping as one of them, just shopping, just splurge or whatever. So that was a cool development. So this morning I thought for an hour, I read for an hour, and I wrote for an hour. And honestly, thinking for an hour was the hardest thing ever. Just sitting there, no, mainly because I was sitting still and thinking, and I'm just like, oh, all the things I would love to be doing right now, or oh, that's a good idea, I want to write it down. And then I just disciplined myself to just sit there. So that was hard. So a few things from Think and Grow Rich call with Paul Hutchins. He shared visualize your goals daily, and this is something that I was learning because, like Robert Allen, whose book I'm reading at the moment, 1 Minute Millionaire, who Naeem author recommended, who's in Empower. I actually have an autographed copy of that book. It's a funny story. Totally getting off track here. So visualize your goals daily. It's enough light to be. I have a goal of making $5,000 residually every month. Like that's my goal. So just your goal written like that might not be very motivating. So I write out my goals more like writing out a vision for why I'm making $5,000, what I'm doing with it, how I did it, and all that kind of stuff. And that is actually, I think, what he was talking about. Visualize your goals daily, and you write them out in detail. You can actually visualize them. Refuse to quit. This is a result of actually the research of Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich. Basically, all these people that are like ultra successful, self-made millionaires, all of them had way more setbacks than the rest of the people who were failures. So basically, if you accept failure, then you're a failure. But if you don't, you eventually break through to success. So he said, refuse to quit. And the last point is no excuses. It's easy to accept excuses. And I'm going to give an example. Maybe this is not such a great example. But one of the students in the online university had a paper due, review on a film. 2-page paper. Pretty easy, right? Double space, 2 pages. And not even an entire film. Like, she just had to pick like a scene out of a film to review and like write some stuff about. There's guiding questions. And on the last day that she could have turned it in, the due date, she sends me this email, this lame email, talking about how her internet was down, how she didn't have any money to rent the videos, and I couldn't get it from the library because blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you've got to be flipping kidding me. Because I was like, if I was in her place, I would have found something online, or I would have just read a review of one of the movies, because all of them are like, they're blockbusters, pretty much all of them. There's a lot of reviews on them, or something, and not wait to the last day that is due, and then send your teacher or your instructor a note like, I have a problem, blah, 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 blah. And I was, okay. You know what my reaction was, just by the way that I'm talking about this situation. I could not believe that she expected me to go, oh, that's okay, you can turn it in a day late. There's a late policy. This is the last day, you get a 0. She asked me to get it for her. I definitely gave her written feedback on her paper and handed her over her 0 as well. But I felt like I was, one, doing her a favor, because if you have this habit, you hear that word, habit? If you have a habit of making excuses for yourself, and you expect other people to take those excuses, then life is going to slap you in the face one day. And it's going to be worse, progressively worse as you get older. She's still in college, or I don't know, maybe she's returning to college, but you need to wake up to that behavior and be aware, take responsibility, and do your work on time. I mean, yeah, I can say the same thing to myself. Do your work on time. But, so if you don't accept excuses from yourself, you're less likely to accept excuses from others. And there's no good excuse not to do things in the time that you say you're going to do them. It just points to bad planning or poor planning behaviors. So, I hope you got value out of my mixture of rants and teaching, and I'm going to get to work now. So, yeah, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the lovely Empower community and everything that I'm learning and how I'm growing as a person. And you can find out about the Empower community by clicking the link below this video. It is an affiliate network, but it's more than that. You have to click on the link to find out what else. It's going to be a fun ride. Just trust me on that one.